How to stack states to supercharge your clients with unstoppable confidence. When you help a client truly achieve confidence, they are going to be a lifelong client. You're helping them, and I want to teach you how to help yourself too. So we're going to talk about stacking states today, resourceful states. So this is another mini training. Again, if this is your first time here, hit the subscribe button, follow us, go over to lifecoachlifestyle.com. Again, that's lifecoachlifestyle.com. Pick up your free book and let us help you become the coach that you've always been destined to be, or take your coaching business to another level. Okay, so again, I'm Wayne Sutton. Today, this is going to be a mini training. So deeper inside of our one-on-one, obviously, but I want to jump in today and help you help others. Okay, so let's jump into everything we've learned so far in the last 15 or so lessons and turn up the intensity. We're going to talk about stacking resource states, a way to instill confidence, clarity, emotional power directly into your client's nervous system. So imagine your client walking into a sales call, an interview, a breakup, and being able to trigger confidence, courage, and calm with just a simple gesture. That's the power of this technique. So we're going to cover as much as we can in the next few minutes. A resource state, let's talk about this. A resource state is an emotional or mental condition that gives the person the internal tools to perform at their best. So maybe your client, maybe you need confidence, curiosity, courage, creativity, calm, determination, gratitude. The problem isn't that your client lacks resources, but they're not able to access the right ones at the right time. Think about this. There's times when you're grateful. There's times when you're happy, but are you able to access that at the right time? Resourceful. Okay, so stacking combines multiple peak stakes. So why stacking works? We're going to take multiple peak stakes into one powerful neural pathway. And we're going to do it by anchoring a gesture, a touch, or a word. Okay, so I want you to think about if you're coming into a sales call and you're confident, you're focused, but you're calm. Maybe you're going into a situation and you're courageous, but you're playful, but you have clarity. So you're stacking multiple resources or multiple states, and you anchor them so that your client can access them all at once in real time. It's like creating an emotional super state that they can fire off anytime. Now, if you've studied neuro-linguistic programming, neurodissociative conditioning, Tony Robbins, anybody, you've heard about this, right? But we're going to talk about it in the next 6 minutes, and then we're going to, for our one-on-one clients, we'll help you develop a series of these. So number one is choosing an anchor. So you want to use a specific gesture. This could be a fist clench, it could be a knuckle tap, it could be a phrase that you say. It could be laying your hand on your chest. It needs to be something that is a gesture for you that you don't do all the time. This is going to be specific for. We're going to anchor it to this, okay? And so we're going to elicit the first state. So right now, even as you're watching this and hearing my voice and thinking about this, I want you to think of a time when you felt absolutely confident. I want you to go back in that moment. I want you to see what you saw, heard what you felt, heard what you heard, and feel what you felt. See it, hear it, feel it. Take a moment here. This is eliciting the first state. And then I want you to apply that gesture or word at the emotional peak. Let's say you want to squeeze your hand. You'll squeeze your right hand. So you're seeing it. You're thinking about it. You're hearing it. That confidence is right there when you were most confident. And you're going to hold it for 5 to 10 seconds. Now, clear your mind. Think about something else. Break the state. Think about maybe what you had for breakfast. I had sausage and eggs. And, what did you have for breakfast? And then you're going to repeat with the new state. Okay. Now, maybe this time, instead of going for absolute confidence, when I was calm. Well, let me say even courageous. Time, and I want you to do again. You're going to close your eyes. You're going to think about the time you were courageous. What did that look like? What did that feel like? What did you hear? What was the situation? You're going to clench that fist, and you're going to go, and you're going to hold it for those 5, 10 seconds. Yes, is that I was courageous in this moment. I stood up. I did what was right. Okay. And then we're going to repeat that. Maybe I want to do confidence, courageous, and focused. The time I was truly focused. The time I was truly, I was there. I was focused. I saw things getting done. I was committed. The distractions were gone. I was focused. I feel it. I see it. And I'm using the same anchor. Okay. All right. And then again, you could go for 2 to 4 states, or 3 to 5 states, I guess. I really am going for confidence, courageous, and focus. Now, maybe you need, maybe there's times when you just get stressed and you want to, maybe you do a different anchor. Maybe it's instead of clenching, maybe you're just releasing this hand. And you're thinking of a time when you were calm and at peace. As Happy Gilmore said, your happy place. Go to your happy place. And you're setting a different anchor. Then you're breaking it, and you're breaking the state, and you're going back with joy or love. So now I can set this anchor. I can fire this anchor. I can fire this anchor when I feel stressed. It's not good. Well, maybe I'm walking into a situation. I need that testosterone boost. I need that courageous. I need that confidence. I need focused, and I can set that anchor. Are you with me? And then when you're doing this with a client, you're going to say, hey, what are you feeling? And you're going to do this multiple times. If I'm working with clients over a number of sessions, I'm going to actually set this anchor multiple times through our sessions, and then I'm going to have them fired off in between sessions. And I'm going to have them, and I'm going to do one for courageous, clarity, focus, whatever it is, and I'm going to have one to help them calm. Does that make sense? So let me ask you, where in your life would this resource stack be most valuable? Picture yourself walking into that meeting, and all I've got to do is squeeze this hand. All I've got to do is say this one word. You can also anchor these to a word or a phrase. And all of a sudden, the courage, the confidence, the clarity is going to come up with a peace. Okay? So let me help you with this. What I want you to do is you need to grab a journal. You need to write down 5 peak states you experienced. Maybe it's excitement. Maybe it was laughter. Maybe it was whatever. What's some peak states that you've experienced? Notice when they occurred, how they felt. Choose one anchor. Then again, it can be a word. It can be a gesture. It can be a squeeze of the hand, opening of the hand. And stack 3 emotional states to it this week. Now, I want you to now I did this quick, but I want you to take time, make 2 or 3 minutes even per thought, per anchor, per state. Choose 3. Use breath, body, posture, gestures, whatever to reinforce it. And give it a shot. Give it a try. Here's the key. Your clients usually don't need to find more power. They need to stack and anchor what's already inside them. Now, next episode, was this good? Was this good? Comment below. Comment below. Watch it again and again. Let the clarity even become more clear. And then hit that subscribe button. But next week, we're going to explore strategy elicitation. How to uncover and install unconscious strategies the clients already use to succeed or sabotage them. So I will see you next week. Again, Wayne Sutton here, lifecoachlifestyle.com. Pick up your book, and I look forward to seeing you then.